I started out with an open mind on LaVar Ball, liked him initially, or tried to see where this is going. I'm now calling him LaVar Trump. He's just trolling the news cycle every day.
Trump was victorious, though.
For the moment. It's early. It's a long journey. LaVar Ball, it was the other day he could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. Now he wants $1 billion. This guy is living vicariously through his kids because they're having the career he wished he had had. And instead of getting out of the way and letting the spotlight shine on them, he's putting it on himself. And I think he's putting his kids in a bad spot.
I'll tell you what, there's two things, though. It's very Kardashian. And it took the media about a decade to figure out. The media woke up one day, read an LA Times article, and it said they're making $200 million a year on just confidence. And I got to tell you something. There's studies that confidence works. There's going to be a GM that's going to bite into this. Basketball's a hype sport. It's hype in high school. It's hype in AAU. It's a hype sport.
We're a nation of blowhards is what you're basically saying.
What I'm basically saying is, in
Kardashians
the basketball culture we live today, LaVar Ball is saying, this kid's the real deal. For the record, I think he is really good. And not to go too much into the numbers, but $1 billion seems amazing. The Clippers just sold for $2 billion.
Yeah.
Within 10 years, the Lakers could sell for $10 billion. Okay, the $1 billion is a lot, but is he worth $50 million a year if he revolutionizes the Lakers? Am I crazy? He's not.
That's a big if.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You brought up the confidence piece, and I said to LaVar when I had him on my podcast, take out the politics. He's kind of like a young Cassius Clay. You know,
LaVar. He ain't getting in the ring.
I know, but I'm saying when Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali first came out and he was making all these grandiose claims, even black people didn't like him. They thought he was crazy, right? He backed it up, and that's the gist of it. Lonzo and these kids have got to back it up. The thing about the Michael Jordan comment, I was really big, and I like LaVar. You know, I got to know him a little bit. I like him. I saw that all these statements come from a place of positive affirmation. Creating for your kids this I can do anything mentality, which can be good. But then he makes the statement about Michael Jordan, like he could have beat him one.
That was ridiculous.
That makes me think you're a little bit off your rocker. Like beyond just positive reinforcement.
Saying something like that doesn't matter because it's never going to happen. So that's the part of it you got to get beyond. And what everyone's missing in this is that he is Flavor Flav. He's the hype man. That's what he's doing. He's his kid's publicist. You're going into, first of all, college basketball is the worst sport out there because all the good players are one and done or they go straight from high school. It's the worst sport out there. He has everyone talking about it, like you said, all the time. It's in that news cycle. And why not throw the billion out there? Harding just got $200 million.
I want my dad to be Flavor Flav. I want him to be Chuck D.
His dad.
I want him to be
what
Chuck
he
D.
is doing. No. What he is trying to say, his kids are going to be Chuck D.
Yeah, I know.
He's putting them out there because you talk about a GM is going to bite on it. No, a shoe company is going to bite on it.
Let me defend.
You think a shoe company's going to bite on this?
A shoe company.
$1 billion?
Not a billion.
Not a billion. But what he's doing right now, he is hyping up his kids. Right around perfect timing. The tournament's about to start. If he does anything.
You guys, he's a disruptor. He wouldn't go into AAU. He goes, I'm going to make my sons AU. So now he's a disruptor again. I'm not going to let you buy. You're going to buy my sons. What he simply is in a business model is Uber. Now, we all laugh at Uber.
Uber's in trouble.
No, I use Uber every night, including tonight. It's fine.
You do too.
Uber's in trouble.
Okay, they said Amazon was in trouble and Apple was in trouble. Disruptors live in a bubble of trouble because they have the big dogs coming after them. He's going after Nike here. He's going after AAU here. He's going after the big, and guess what? It is a lot of turbulence. I'm okay with it.
Listen, he's creating much of the turbulence. With his mouth. Again, I like what you're going there in terms of him being a disruptor, and I get that. But he needs to discipline his mouth. Again, I think this could backfire on the first son into the NBA. He's going to come in, and players are going to be coming at his head because of his father.
You can't come at someone's head in basketball.
Well, but there'll be a target on his back, but there already would have been a target. I mean, you're playing for money, you're playing for positions.
Oh, so Steph's going to call him out like that.
Yeah, you thought you was
it's
talking
basketball.
Right? Similar to Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. It's all about, do the Suns deliver? If they deliver, if Lonzo
LaVar was
Ball,
getting
hold
in the
on,
ring, if he was playing Jordan, I would go
if
play in that
Lonzo
3-on-3
Ball
league.
is great, if he's great,
Then it's
then this guy is going to look like a
He's
genius
brilliant,
because he's going to
yes.
set it off. Now, if they struggle, he's going to look
Now,
like
what's
a fool.
the difference if they had struggled in the first place and he hadn't said any of these things? They would have disappeared.
Yeah.
So now that's what I'm saying. He's hyping
When he
them
wins,
up.
when he gets this team to the Final Four, it's not going to be so funny and outrageous.
Well, if that happens, let me say this, though. If you were Lonzo Ball and his teammates and your dad's in the news cycle constantly, how do you think this works with his teammates, and how will it work with his teammates in the NBA?
How do we know it's going to continue in the NBA? How do we not know he's simply doing it as an entry point into this competitive shoe apparel world, and then once he gets the cash, Dad pulls back? Those Little League parents don't scream once they go to Fenway.
Once you
they
lose your
scream at the
virginity,
umpires in Little League.
you don't backtrack from there. I don't get that one.